Welcome to the Pioneer Service Centre. My name is Paul, and today I'll be taking you through a firmware update procedure that makes your iPhone 5 compatible with AppRadio Mode on the AVIC-F40BT and AVIC-F940BT. There are a few tools required for this firmware procedure. One is an SD card for the AVIC-F40BT or a micro SD card for the AVIC-F940BT, which we'll be using today. You'll also need a laptop computer, and also you'll need to download the firmware and the firmware instructions from the Pioneer website. So let's get started. Step 1. Visit the Pioneer Australia website and download only the single file that corresponds with your model from the website to your computer. Step 2. Locate the file on your hard drive and decompress it. The downloaded file produces the following folder and file when decompressed. There is an AVIC-Z110 folder, a testmode.key file, and also a firmware folder. So now that you've downloaded the firmware and the firmware instructions from the Pioneer Australia website, it's time to copy them now to the SD card. Connect an SD memory card or micro SD card to your computer and then locate and copy the AVIC-Z110 folder and the testmode.key file onto the SD memory card or micro SD card. Turn your vehicle's key to on position and power up your navigation system. Press the Mode button to display the AV source screen, and then tap the Off on the left edge of the screen. Insert the SD memory card or micro SD card into your navigation system. The system automatically recognizes the firmware update file, reboots, and then starts the update process. The update process takes approximately 2 to 3 minutes to complete. It is critical that during the update process you do not turn the car off. Once the firmware update process is complete, your navigation system displays the Program Forced Right screen. Make sure that the System UCOM Right is highlighted and press the Mode button. Confirm that the SD version is 8.05 and that the UCOM version is 8.04 or earlier. If the SD version is correct and the UCOM version is 8.04 or earlier, press the Mode button on your navigation system to begin the UCOM update. Do not turn off power or eject the SD memory card or micro SD card while the update is in progress. The update process takes approximately 6 minutes to complete. Once the UCOM update is complete, power off your navigation system. With the SD card still connected, turn the power back on to the navigation. Select the System UCOM Right again and confirm that the SD version and UCOM version is now 8.05. At this point, eject the micro SD card and turn the vehicle's key to the off position to power off your navigation. And the update is now complete. With this stage of the firmware update complete, it's now time to move on to the Bluetooth update procedure. Connect the SD memory card or micro SD card to your computer and then delete the AVIC-Z110 folder and testmode.key file from the SD memory card or micro SD card. Locate and copy the firmware folder onto the SD memory card or micro SD card. Turn your vehicle's key to on position and power up your navigation system. Insert the SD memory card into the navigation system. Press the Home button to display the top menu screen. Touch Settings, touch Bluetooth settings, and select Firmware Update. Confirm the Bluetooth firmware version. Make sure that the current version is 3.22 or later, and then tap Yes. Wait until the update process is complete. Then touch OK and eject the SD card. So now the firmware update process is complete, let's now confirm the firmware versions. Press the Home button to display the top menu screen. Touch Settings, touch System Settings, touch Service Information, and touch and hold the upper left corner of the screen. Confirm that the application version is 4.60. Now the firmware update process is complete. The iPhone 5 is compatible with AppRadio Mode for the AVIC-F40BT and AVIC-F940BT. For detailed instructions on how to activate AppRadio Mode, including the necessary cables, please refer to the download instructions for this firmware update. And please note, this firmware and firmware instructions are only applicable to Australian models, and if you have any queries or concerns before attempting this firmware, please don't hesitate to contact our technical support centre.